Welcome to SprayDays, California. SprayDays provides information about the scheduled use of specific pesticides applied on farms, called California Restricted Material Pesticides. This system was developed by the California Department of Pesticide Regulation, launching statewide on March 24, 2025. The SprayDays homepage features slide images linking to 4 key sections: the real-time pesticide map, to anonymously view scheduled restricted material pesticide applications across California, the sign up page, to opt in to receive an email or text message before an application is scheduled to happen near an address that you identify, the FAQ section, to get answers to common questions, and the community health tips page to learn about pesticide safety tips and how to report a pesticide incident or get additional information. In the top right corner, you'll also find the link to log into your account if you've opted in to receive notifications, and the link to access the user manual. From the home page, you can also access the pesticide map by entering a California address in the search box, or just click on the pesticide map page. The pesticide map is the core feature of SprayDays, allowing you to view scheduled restricted material pesticide applications with no personal information required. You can simply just visit the SprayDays California website and go straight to the pesticide map to view details on all upcoming scheduled restricted material pesticide applications in the state. Here's how it works. Soil fumigant applications appear on the map 48 hours in advance, and all other restricted material pesticide applications appear 24 hours in advance. As you can see, the map initially displays counties with numbered dots indicating scheduled applications. Clicking on a county or dot or zooming in provides more location-specific details, eventually showing applications within a 1-by-1 mile section. Let's take, for example, San Luis Obispo County. If I click on the county, I will get a box that pops up with more details about restricted material pesticide applications in that county, with the option to zoom in, or I can just explore the map by dragging it along or clicking on areas of interest. Again, in this case, San Luis Obispo County. You can click on the dot here until eventually I can see the specific applications scheduled within that 1-by-1 mile grid. There is a number 2 within this 1-by-1 mile section, indicating that in this section, there are 2 scheduled pesticide applications. If I select the applications, a details panel appears on the right, displaying the intended date and time, the pesticide name, active ingredient, the application method, the acres covered, and the EPA number, as well as links to additional pesticide regulation resources, both on this website and on DPR's website. So, for example, there is a 2 here for indicating 2 scheduled applications in this section. And on the right, you can see that here's the first one on the top, and here's the second one on the bottom. The details will also note that intended applications may begin up to 4 days after the scheduled date, or may not happen at all for various reasons. However, details of the application will remain available on the website for 4 days after the intended application date. If there were any prior scheduled applications within this 1-by-1 mile section in the prior 4-day window, you would also see those at the bottom. In this case, there were, and you see a tab here that says recent applications. By clicking on that, you can see prior scheduled applications within the prior 4 days. After 4 days, the application details will no longer appear on the website. Again, exploring the map is totally up to you. You can just kind of drag along and explore or zoom out, find areas of interest, or click on the county. Continue to click until you find the applications that you're interested in. Of course, you can also search the map by using a specific address. For example, let's use 130 South 2nd Street in Chowchilla, California, which happens to be City Hall for Chowchilla. So by typing in that specific address, the map immediately takes me to the most zoomed in view for that specific address, which I can see here on shown by this pin inside this section. There are no numbers in this section and no numbers in any of the adjacent sections or anywhere in the map that I can see, which means that currently in this particular area, there are no scheduled applications. Of course, I can always just zoom out and see if there are any others in some other nearby areas. And by doing so, I can see that there's one somewhat close here. Click on it, and I can get more information about that application. Another option that I have is if I foresee myself checking up on this particular address often, I can also generate a specific QR code for this 1 by 1 mile section and use that either on my computer or on my phone to get more immediate access to this particular address. Of course, you also have the option to sign up for notifications and get those sent straight to your email inbox or cell phone. If you want to receive notifications about scheduled pesticide applications near a specific location, signing up is fairly straightforward. You need a specific California postal address in the area that you're interested in so that the system knows when to send you notifications. And not only will you get notifications for that particular 1 by 1 mile section where your address is located, but you will also get notifications for any of the adjacent sections near your address. You also need to provide whether you want to get those notifications via email and cell phone, just email, or just cell phone, meaning text message. Other than that, other than providing a mobile phone or an email address and a specific California postal address, no additional information is required. Notifications are also available in multiple languages, including English, Spanish, Arabic, Farsi, Tagalog, Korean. And again, you can choose to get those to your email or cell phone number, or just your email or just your cell phone. Once you've signed up, you'll receive notifications when applications are scheduled in the 1 by 1 mile section, as well as in adjacent sections, as I mentioned earlier. If you're curious as to what actual notification looks like, I have one here that I can share with you from a few days ago. Here you can see a sample text notification that was sent to somebody in Spanish, providing details of a scheduled pesticide application near a specific address, with a link to the map where you can get additional details and context and information around that pesticide application. If you opt in to receive notifications via email as well, or just email. The emails actually provide a little more context around not just the application itself, but also pesticide safety and pesticide regulations that you may be interested in. After I signed up, I have the option to log in and manage my preferences via the login. In my case, I'm signed up with my email address, and so I can enter that here to log in and manage all of my preferences. And as you can see, once I'm signed in, the backend to SprayDays is also relatively straightforward. Here I can update my language preferences, view saved locations, add or remove the addresses that I'm currently following. I can actually add up to 10 different addresses per contact method. For example, let's say I want to remove this one here. I just click on discontinue email notifications and it's gone. Let's say I want to add an address. I can just click on sign up for new address and enter the address, 1010 10th Street. In Modesto, which is the city hall for Modesto. And let's say I want to get these notifications in Spanish and click sign up. And now I'm following this address. So you can see I'm following one in English, one in Spanish, and I can continue to add or remove as I feel the need to. I also have, of course, the option to completely delete my account when no longer needed by clicking on this delete account button. Throughout the site, you'll find helpful info on pesticide regulation and safety in California. For example, the FAQ page or the About SprayDays and Pesticides page will serve as a comprehensive resource hub answering common questions about pesticide applications and system use. You can see here we've answered quite a number of questions already, and they are currently organized by topic. And so you can try and browse some of these questions to see if the one that you have in mind has already been asked, whether it's about SprayDays, about pesticides, how to use SprayDays, about pesticide exposure or other contact info. Or you can also use the FAQ box to search by a keyword or keywords. Let's say, for example, that you type in pesticide applications. The box will try and guess what your question might be, and you can see here if it's included. Let's say my question is, does SprayDays provide information on all pesticide applications? If I click on it, it will take me directly to that question and answer. The answer being no, SprayDays provides information only on specific pesticides used on farms called restricted material pesticides. And then it goes on to provide additional info and context. So we hope that this will continue to evolve and continue to capture some of the more commonly asked questions around the site, but also around pesticides and pesticide regulation itself. And so this is a really great resource for you to visit if you have a question. More than likely, ideally, the question will be answered here. However, if you're looking for additional health and safety guidance, there's also the community health tips page, which will offer fact sheets on specific pesticide ingredients, safety tips for farm workers and the general public, such as reminders to follow posted warning signs and stay away from fields during applications, relevant contact info, and additional resources on regulation of pesticides in California. Just by taking a look at some of these sections, here in the pesticide-specific health and safety information section, you will see fact sheets for some of the more common restricted material pesticides used in California in English and Spanish. Clicking on one will take you to the fact sheet. And also, There is relevant contact information if you need to report a pesticide incident. There's also info here on how to contact your county agricultural commissioner. There's also other contact info. Obviously, if it's an emergency, call 911, but you can also find the poison control number here, as well as info to contact the National Pesticide Information Center by either visiting their website, accessing their live chat option, or contacting them by phone or email to get more info on specific health impacts from a pesticide. And again, if you want more context around how pesticides are regulated in California, we have some info on here as well. For even more information, specifically around how to sign up and how to use the map or how to use the website, you can also click on the user manual, which will take you to an overview of the SprayDays system and additional step-by-step guidance and video tutorials on using the map and signing up for notifications. And that's the SprayDays website. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to SprayDays at cdpr.ca.gov, and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you for using SprayDays California.